Facebook, good morning, no, good afternoon. It is actually afternoon. It is 12:20, and I need to dash out of this house in any minute now because I have a meeting in the city again. So, good morning, good afternoon. Sorry, wherever you are in the world. It's Ava Eagle Brown, and I'm jumping in to talk about the beauty in being broken. Uh, Most of the things I share on Facebook, I tell people all the time, or on social media, as a matter of fact, they come from my own experience. They come from my own space. They come from my own journey. They come from my own soul. And so when I share my Facebook Live, when I share my posts, when I share my text or whatever you see me do on social media, I'm coming from a place of my own failings, of my own experience, of my own power. And I know that one of the things that has been my biggest, I would say, strength. I have a group called Sister Hold My Hand. Hi guys, hi Sharon, hi Sophia. I have a group called Sister Hold My Hand, and in that group, I saw where Audrea Joseph, who is running the weekly forgiveness session, wrote today that talking about what are your forgiveness issues, and somebody in the group wrote that she wondered if you can forgive somebody but you want to hold on to the experience. And I thought, how beautiful of a question was that? Because when you need to forgive somebody, it means that there's some brokenness, but the fact that you can want to hold on to the experience is so amazing. And that is the same thing about the beauty of being broken. That is the same thing for me about sharing my story, is that in sharing my story of brokenness and batteredness and being lost in some regard, there is a beauty to it. There is the meeting I'm going to this morning is out of my story. I'm going to have a very important, as you guys probably have seen all week, I'm having these meetings. It is yet another one of those. And today will be a long one of those kind of meetings, because I can't say, but we're at a different phase in this process. And my story has a lot of brokenness. My story has taken me out of a lot of dark, broken places. But in that, there is so much strength. Gaveth, I just wrote your name in a message to a friend. I just gave a friend a discount, Gaveth, because I just gave a friend an opportunity, rather, because of you. Yes, because of your association with me, I just did a favor for a friend because of that. And there's beauty in our brokenness. So let's get back to that real quickly, because I've got a 2:00 meeting and I need to get going. When we are broken, when we are beaten down, when we are trodden, when we feel that life is just at this space where nothing good can come out of it, most of us get disheartened. Most of us give up. Most of us cannot be bothered. Last night, I had to deal with a very serious crisis. It was major. And I remember calling a friend and I said to the friend, you know what? It's okay. I've come to this place where I'm letting go. Whatever happens, happens. And it takes, and trust me, it was major. But I just realized that because of all that I've been through, because of where I have been, hi Inomis, I see you this time. Because of all that I've been through, because of where I have been, I know of a fact that in the brokenness, I picked up some tools of survival, some bounce back ability, some things that say, you know what, it's okay. And I had to call a coach friend of mine. She's a coach. She's coaching me at the moment. And I was crying on the phone last night. I was on the phone too. I couldn't even talk in my house. I had to go in my car so my kids wouldn't hear me. Do you ever have those moments, mothers, when things are so dire, when things look so difficult, the locksmith is at the door? Michael, you can't go because you haven't got, yeah, you can go. 1 second, guys. I'm coming. The locksmith is at the door. My door is not opening. 1 second, guys. Hello? Yeah, it's okay. I'm just in a meeting, so I can't come, but it's okay. You can go ahead. And And yes, when things are so broken, right, and you get to the place where you feel like, you know, mommy, you can't do this in front of the kids. So as a mother, you kind of find a little cupboard where you go and you talk, where you go and you cry, where you go and you try to save face, because your kids are learning from what they see around you, not just what you say. And so I went into the car. Michael closed my office door. I went into the car. Go and watch what he's doing. You can watch what he's doing. Yeah, watch what the locksmith is doing. It's learning a skill. And I went into the car and I was crying. I sat on my drive in my car and I was on the phone. I was crying to with my coach. And when she said to me, Ava, snap out of it, girl. She took me back to my broken place. She took me back over my CV. She was reminding me of where I have come from and the power that I have in my hands, and that regardless of what is about to slip out of my hand in my mind or the possibilities thereof, that the beauty in the brokenness, where you have been before, you have the strength to rise and get back there. And so I want to encourage you today that whenever you have your broken spaces, rather than dwelling on them, rather than sitting there and saying, oh my God, poor me, why me? Oh my God, why did this happen? How did I end up here again? Oh, by the way, I've been there. I used to do that. So I'm not just judging. No heat, no judgment. I've done the, oh my God, why do I do this? I've beaten myself. The self-critic is so deep sometimes that we're all beating ourselves. And in the beating ourselves, we miss the opportunity to turn those brokenness, those broken pieces that are shattered together or shattered apart, into something beautiful. And you see, for most of us, we doubt that even our broken pieces matter. We doubt that anybody is interested in our broken pieces. And so what do? We push them to the side, we discard them, we think they are not good. Well, I'm here to change that trajectory. I'm here to tell you that 98% of you who know me on social media only come to know of me because of my broken pieces. 98% of you who follow me, encourage me, and by the way, I'm really grateful that you love me, follow me, encourage me, comment on my posts. But 98% of you guys who are in my space and allow me to come into yours know me because of my broken pieces. What am I saying? I'm saying that there is something about broken pieces that can pull people to you. I started my business on broken pieces. It was broken pieces of my life story. It was my past, my suffering, my pain, my anger, my anguish, my downfall that I used to share very honestly and openly with you guys. Nothing held back except the bits that I'm not yet ready to share. There are lots more of my broken pieces that I have not yet shared with you. And that's why I want to empower more authors. I want to see more of you stepping forward, understanding that there is a people, there is an audience waiting to eat at your table, to be fed by you, to feast off your story, to be empowered, to be encouraged, to be motivated, to be pushed out of something, pushed under through something, and come out the other side. But check this, they cannot do that if you refuse to share. They cannot do that if you refuse to share your story. Sophia was on Facebook with me this week sharing her infertility journey. And let me tell you something. There was one person who inboxed me and she said, Ava, I'm not ready to share yet. But that Facebook Live just made me realize that I'm not going to give up on my dream of becoming a mom. That empowered her. But if Sophia wasn't brave enough to step forth and said, Ava, hold my hand, sister. Here I am, sister. Come with me, sister. If I wasn't prepared to say, you know what, Sophia, come, let us do this together. Let us share with other women and men that there is power in the ability to still conceive. Nobody, at least the people who have heard that story, would not be empowered to do so. So there is beauty in your brokenness. Stop seeing your brokenness as the end of the world. Take those pieces of mess, create a message. I don't care how you do it, whether you're going to become somebody who acts or sing or write or teach, I don't care. But stop wasting your brokenness. Because guess what happens? When you move yourself from that broken place and start using that brokenness to empower others like I'm doing, you are no longer the person who was in that broken state, but you are somebody who's now awakened, empowered, renewed, and ready to thrive with others. But when you stay there, when you harbor, when you hold on to and hoard the brokenness, you stay that person. So I'm not going to be long because I need to go. I've got a very important meeting with two very important women today. Two women who just sitting in their presence make me feel so empowered that my brokenness could take me into a company such as that. I won't be able to share it on social media because there are privacy and confidentiality clauses. But guarantee this, today I'm stepping into a meeting so powerful that if I was sitting with Oprah Winfrey, it couldn't be any more powerful. And that is because I took my beauty out of my brokenness. So I'm encouraging you. I'm doing a writing workshop for all of you who have never thought about your stories and never recognized how important and how far those stories could go, but more so who needs to hear those stories and who's waiting on you. You see, a lot of us don't realize that our gift and our purpose lies inside of our brokenness. And until we can step out of that brokenness, I'm having itchy nose, until we can step out of that brokenness and step up and rise up and claim it and understand that we are empowered to empower others, that our brokenness equip us to face the world, that the brokenness is going to go through doors in Nepal, in China, in Japan, in Kuwait, that we may never go, but it will heal, it will transform, it will change and shift the lives of others. We will never get past that pain. So I'm going to encourage you today that whatever avenue you choose to use your brokenness for, rise up. Get out of victimhood, become a victor. And one way to do that I'm encouraging, just one way, not the only way, is to come and write your stories. I'm doing a writing workshop on the 10th of September. The price is changing in a couple of days. I've put the link there if you are so moved to come along. It is the cost that you take and buy a pair of jeans, some of you. Some of you use that to go to a night out to have dinner somewhere. You know, how could that change your life? The first book I published, and some of you probably don't even remember the first book I published, but let me see if I can remind you of it without, this is my first book. I published this book in 2014, I think it was. And this is my first book. And some people don't remember this. They only remember this. They only remember this. And in fact, this cover is about to change, as you guys have seen. But this is where I started. I took the brokenness here. The brokenness from here led me to here. And you know where else it's leading me. It's leading me to another place that I pinch myself when I think about it. This week, you guys have seen me sitting down with Hollywood movie directors and some serious shifters. I'm going to meet with some people right now. And it's because of this. It's because of my bravery to take my brokenness and use it sensibly. I'm inviting you on that journey. You see, the ordinary spaces and the seats are full, but extraordinary is still empty. Trust me, we need some more people up here. But I'm willing to stretch my hand down and pull you up, or stretch my hands across, because not everybody's down. Some people are across here and they just need to be pulled in, and some people are on the other side and they just need to be, come baby, come. And some people are standing right in front of you and all you need to do is this. And I'm doing that. I'm saying to you, come. If you're up there, come. If you're down here, come. If you're in front of me, come. Let us create more authors. I want to see more women writing their stories. I know that so many of you sit on such powerful stories. Sometimes when I do these Facebook Lives and you guys come in my inbox and the things you share, I'm like, come on, baby girl, let me hold your hand. Come on, sister, let me hold your hand and bring you there. And I have a passion for wanting to create more authors who are going to share their stories like me to change the world. But more so to leave a legacy for our children, our grandchildren. When my son says to me, Mommy, I'm so proud of you. I want to become like you. It really fills my heart with joy, and it makes me feel proud that as a single mother, I was able to change that narrative, to change my children's perception of what is innately possible. And I know it's the same for you guys, that you're sitting there thinking, I can't do this. I'm not sure that I have what it takes. Come and let me show you. It's not hard. You have everything it takes to be an amazing author, but you just need to step out. So I'm going to dash. But the link is there. Step out. Let's have the conversation. I know that there are some people on this call who have already registered. I can see you. Well done. I'm not going to call your names out because you may want to stay private and unknown for now. It's going to be me teaching the classes for 4 weeks every week. It's going to be on Zoom. It's not going to be on Facebook Live. We're going to be able to have conversations, questions, laugh. We're going to be able to talk. We're going to be able to share moments together. And we're going to be able to transform lives and put out amazing stories. We have people coming in this course from Jamaica, people coming in this course from all over the place, from America. It's online, it's in between your living room, it's behind your computer. You can do it the best way you can. Thank you so much. And you can change your story. I just got my keys changed. My lock wasn't working, so we had to get rid of our old keys and get a new set of keys. And I get 5 keys. I'm really excited. So you can change. Okay, baby, be quiet for a second. You can change your life. My son has just written his first book. It's time that has not allowed me yet to get the book out, but I will get the book out because I'm encouraging my children to use their stories as platforms, to use their stories to change lives and to create their own businesses. So have a great day. It's Ava Eagle Brown. I'm so glad I came. I'm so glad you came. But before you go, walk good, walk tight, walk sensible, and walk out of the brokenness. Throw them on paper and let us create stories. I want to see more. I want to see more stories from powerful women saying, you know what? I am ready to stand up and share. I'm ready to own the woman I am today because of where I have been. Do you know where I have been? I've been to some places, people, but I stand and I'm proud of some of them because you know what? Each fabric of who I am is as a result of where I have been. Have a great day. God bless. And I am now off to my meeting, and I'll see you guys later. Take care. Bye-bye. Baby, give this key to your sister. Here you go.